Season 5, Week 1. And folks, there is a whole bunch of stuff to get through while we wait for the drivers to join the lobby. Welcome in, welcome in. It is great to have you all with me. Oi, oi, oi. If you're watching this back after the fact, or if you're watching it live right now, if you wouldn't mind so much, is time for an setup as regards to the schedule. We are, of course, starting in week 1 in Bahrain. We will be in no, sorry, I just something strange there. Saudi Arabia next week, and so on and so forth. We will have this up throughout the season. Next week in Saudi Arabia, and then on to Monza. We are following the real F1 season as close as absolutely possible, but where there are some gaps, we will, of course, fill those in with other races. Woo! There we go. Okay, so here we go. We have some odds on the right-hand side of the screen as we see them now. We have Bunsie, the season on the extreme right of your screen. We have the odds for the entire season. We have no odds being given on Bunsie, considering he is, of course, our wheel-to-wheel Season 4 champion. It is good to have him back, and he is here to defend his title. Elite Carbon, with such an amazing finish to the season, is now evens along with Rory Drain. Ronanosaurus is at 2-1, Budge and K Flemo at 3 and 4-1 respectively, as is Big Knockos at 4-1, Major Jam at 5-1, Mayo Man at 7-1, Blue Gunner 8-1, Chameleon 12-1, considering where he was for the most of season 4. It is absolutely amazing to see that. But we'll get into the reason why these odds are the way they are in just a moment. Welsh Wizard, of course, there at 14-1. Why not see also a 14-1. And is a hero in a 15-1. A little short on those odds, if I'm being honest. I would have probably had him in the 30s, but that's just me personally. And I'm setting that out early so that he can at least come back and say, hey, I proved you wrong. Because unfortunately, mate, you didn't last year and you let us down a little bit. You got to earn it. Supreme Bio, 16-1. Kaiser Gunner, 18-1, as is more Mick. Vernie Vern Buff is down at 20-1, despite winning the last race in China in Season 4. These odds were set and are pretty harsh. Buffa Lucas at 20-1, and Iron Man probably righteously so there at the moment at 28-1, considering he spent all of Season 4 in the Ferrari and didn't really make any inroads. He was absent for quite a lot of it, so maybe, just maybe, he's here to prove us wrong this season. And we would be delighted for him to do so. Absolutely. Let's go, Iron Man. You were better than that result, those results for sure. Okay, alongside that then we have today's race odds, which is Bunsie at 1-2, Kajoko at evens. There's a name we will be talking about a little more in just a while. Elite Carbon at 2-1, as is Rory Drain. Chappers, another new name, at 3-1. Budge at 4-1. Flemo at 5-1. Knockos at 6. Major Jam at 7, and Blue Gunner and Chameleon there in at 9 and 12-1. With Wizard and Why Not at 14-1. Is a Hero at 15-1. And then, as you can see, the odds. How is it going, Mr. Hutton? It is great to have you in. Yeah, well, look, I mean, that we don't get a bit more of that in the chat. He is a divisive figure, to say the damn least. Galway Shade, how art thou, fella? James, it's nice to have you in. Wait, what? Our F1 Esports beginning of Season 5 in Wheel to Wheel. As you can see here, we have a whole new setup. We're going to go through really quickly. We're about 30 seconds away from the start of our qualification. First and foremost, We have Joe Lancer and Kajoko, who will be who are new reserves in. They took part in that race that you didn't take part in, that you were dying to, in order to be a wheel-to-wheel reserve. Kajoko getting the first of his reserve seats tonight. It is the only way into wheel-to-wheel is to do it by getting in as a reserve, and then their reserves get the first call up when it comes to a permanent seat. Shane and Clappers in there in T2 reserves, Wilfred Boney and Sully in T3, and Michelangelo in T4. And what is this T1, T2, and T3 and T4, you ask? Well, folks, here it is. Up above, we have 4 tiers with 5 drivers. You can see along the bottom. It will explain it a bit more. I'm going to run through it very, very quickly, because quite honestly, folks, we are just about to start here. So, in the first tier, we have Bunsey, Rory Drain, Ronanosaurus, Elite Carbon, and Budge, the 5 fastest drivers as decided by last year's setup. Buffa Lucas is first out again this time. There is a shock. We will leave it there. We will join him in just a moment when he gets to the end of his outlap and we finish this here. You will see then Tier 2, Big Knuckles, Major Jam, K Flemmo, Mayo Man, and Blue Gunner. Chameleon in Tier 3, despite being at the top of the end of the order there last season, but he did do it by being in a more faster car for most of the season, so he is in Tier 3. This is the other thing. We are no longer in realistic car mode. We are in equal cars, and this is a whole new thing. Well, it's a whole new thing after last season. Basically, there is a Tier 1 championship, a Tier 2 championship, a Tier 3 and a Tier 4 championship. You can see there the other drivers who are in there. We have the 20 cars divided up as you see them on the left. I will come back to this a little bit later, but we are about to go on to a fast lap with Buffa Lucas, so I won't go through everybody's setup or everybody's team. But as we have it here, there is everybody in the realistic cars, and what it means is, it means that everybody will be racing in an overall championship. We will have a Cup Series where you can win the entire thing. Most likely going to be won by a Tier 1 driver, if you get my meaning, because they are the fastest drivers. But there is a championship there for everybody to fight for. Also, everybody who finishes gets points. So backing out of a race just because you're frustrated, not really a good option anymore. So as I'm talking about this, we will join Buffa Lucas live on his lap as he comes through Sector 1 of his fast lap. He has gone around in 29 seconds flat. Let me see. Here we go. He is going through Sector 2. He went through Sector 1 in 29 seconds flat. As he comes around this very, very tight turn where we saw a marvellous move by our new, well, not our new, but the new, what's his name? The new driver in Aston Martin, Fernando Alonso, overtake the Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton. That is a very tough corner, but if you get wide and then come in and cut it tight, you can see what can be done. It's not an advisable place to overtake, especially in this game. But here we go. Buffa Lucas, the first of the drivers around, as he normally is. Kajoko going on mediums first of all. Very, very strange one to do. Buffa Lucas setting with 130 flat. Let's see who else is out and about. That is Sector 3 for Chameleon as he comes down there. Here we go. Chameleon. John Hutton giving a Chameleon shout out earlier. He's on a 120. Loses a bit there as he comes down towards the finish line. And he looks to set a time of 129.7. Tier 3, my arse. Knockos is out of it already. What is Knockos after doing? But Major Jam going 4/10 of a second faster, replacing Chameleon at the top as things stand. Mormick at 131. He's going to be faster. He's in the Alpine. Rory Drain. Here we go. This guy stuck in a Willy for most of season 4. Or was it Willy stuck in him? No, definitely him stuck in a Willy. I apologise for the puerile humour. And this is why Chappers is reserving in Tier 1. He is now the fastest driver on his first lap out. Kijoko there in 4th. Phenomenal time from him too. All the lads in the 129s so far. There is a hero. What? 30 to 1. At 30 to 1, he's now 2nd on the grid. Wow. Bunsey, our champion, only joining the track now. But we do have a couple of people like Kaiser and Supreme Bio out on a fast lap. Welcome in, folks. Welcome in. It is good to have you. Okay. Let's see. Budge, 3-time wheel-to-wheel champion, deposed from his championship wins by the good man that is our man, Bunsey, in Season 4. But Budge, by no means out of it now. He has no excuses. He is going to be the man to watch this season. See how our champion of the first 3 seasons reacts to being in the same car as everybody else. Granted, we do have a situation here where, honestly, there's a lot faster drivers now in this than was in Season 2, 3 and 1 when he was champion. So that might be the next one we hear. He is, of course, getting married this weekend. Would like to know what time the wedding starts at, consider him a best man and all that, you know. But here, let's see how it goes. I'm sure we get some sort of time. Okay. Our dual shock is low already. There's a shock, to say the least. Okay, Budge coming around on his fast lap now. He's through, coming into sector 3 almost. This is the second, I beg your pardon, this is the third of the DRS zones on the lap. We do have one on the pit straight. There's one then after turn 3, between turn 3 and 4, and then there is this one after, I think it's turn 10. Bit squirrely there as he hits the apex, or he hits the edge, the rumble strips on the left there. That is a place where we have seen Chameleon lose it before, and Chameleon, he never loses it, surely. Kaiser going with a 134 there, just ahead of this lap. Not a great one from him, but he will improve on that, no doubt. Budge of 130 flat puts him into 9th, right behind the Tier 3 Angry Chameleon. Tier 3 Angry Chameleon. Despite, anyway, that is not Budge's fastest lap. I'm sure we will see improvements by all drivers as it happens. Bunsey, our champ, in Sector 2. What is he going to set in this? A little bit further ahead. A little bit further ahead of him, we will join Supreme Bio as he enters Sector 3. As he finishes up in Sector 2, he has set a time of 107.4. That might give us some indication, and he's after invalidating, well, not invalidating, but messing with that lap by running as wide as he did. I can't imagine that's going to be a too competitive a time. Right behind him, though, is if there is Supreme right in front of us. Is he going to set that time? What is he going to be? Although, hey, he didn't invalidate, and my God, he's at 129. That put him ahead of Budge, between Budge and Chameleon. But let's get on to Bunsey. And Bunsey, look at this, our champion, 128. He's 7 tenths ahead of everybody thus far. Wow, our man Bunsey, he is out and he is going to defend his championship from hell or high water. Even cars, uneven cars, it doesn't matter. The dude is going to set a rocketing time every time. I'm Chameleon coming around. Is he going to improve on his time? He sure isn't. He is still on the 129.7. It is tight at the top. We have everybody from 2nd through to 11th in the 129s, and everybody is putting in very, very competitive times. We look like we have Buffaloocas coming around. Is he down? He's on Sector 1, so we will rejoin him. There is Wilfred Boney, 130.6. Not many people outside of the tough times. Here we go, Sector 3. Oh, that was that wasn't a competitive lap by Mick. He was looking to, he was probably letting people by early on, but this will probably be the one. It sure is, because he is now using ERS, which he didn't on that last attempt. Elite Carbon, an absolutely stonking finish to the season last year. Brilliant stuff from him. With picking up 3 wins in the final 4 races, I think it is. Absolutely brilliant time or effort from him. Only Vernie Vern deposing him in the last section, in the last race. And Vernie Vern hasn't set a time either, but he's looking like he's setting one now, 1:30 flat. Look at this, guys. There is nothing between these drivers. Well, there is between everybody and Bunsey, but everybody from Bunsey on is within a second. Anybody who's put in a competitive lap, that is. Mormick is down 4 tenths, so he's going to vastly improve. He's going to be into 1:30. That's going to take him up to Vernie Vern, it looks like. Who else have we got? Buffalucas up to 8. Kijoko is now 5 tenths down on this attempt. Does he have enough to get to the keep that all the way through? Kijoko looking to be fast for sure. Bunsey in the top tier because he is that damn good, people. He is that damn good. As he comes down through sector 3, we have Chappers who has set a 1:29 flat, but major jam with a 1:28.8. The second of our drivers into 1:28, and there's K Flemo. K Flemo 1:28.8, but just behind. And there is Kijoko with a 1:28.2, beating Bunsey off the top there. Bunsey will reply to that. There is no doubt about it. And there is Chappers, who is 1:29 flat. He's going to put in he's going to be a man to be dealt with, even though he is a reserve. That is for sure. Rory Drain, a big favourite this year to take some wins. Let's see how he does as he comes through sector 2. See where he is as he relates to his previous time. Anything under a 107, it is under 107. He is 4 tenths down. That means he's going to be in the 1:28s too, so long as he keeps that pace through the last sector too. Phenomenal stuff. This is great stuff from our new drivers. Both of the new drivers in the top 5, and we have a 1:28.8. Rory Drain knocking Chappers down out of the top 5, despite being a 1:29 flat. There we go, Rory Drain getting up there as was predicted by the odds that we have seen for him this season. Budge coming around again. He is on a fast lap. Oh no, he's not. He's after letting a lot of people by. It looks like he's building up that ERS to go again. Mormick is down. Excuse me. Mormick went at 1:30.1. Very fast time there for him. He's jumped above Budge. Budge now Langley. He is down in the bottom 5 as that happens. He is warming up those tyres. He doesn't look like he's going to set a fast lap yet again. Angry Comedian, he's come through sector 3, 107.6. That looks like he's going to be in the 1:29s again. Maybe the 1:29.5 or better. Oh no, he was letting people by. So the 1:29 is still good. 1:29.755 is still good. He's going to go again on those tyres. Let's see where Welsh Wizard is. Welsh Wizard coming through sector 1. How is he doing? He is plus 9 seconds, so he is going to go again. He's just warming up those tyres. Oh, let me see. We have Rory after setting that fast lap there. Chappers is now after going again, and he is a 1:28.6, improving by almost 4 tenths on that previous time. Absolutely phenomenal stuff from these new drivers. Both of the new reserves in the top 3. Oh, and it's a three-way thing going on here. I don't know what's going on there. Chappers is not on a time because he has set a fast time on the last time around. Here's Why Not. He is up in the 1:29.4s as well. Why Not? Why Not always in the championship hunt in the first 2 seasons? Went a bit quiet for season 3 and season 4, but this dude can drive, and it looks like he's up there with the best of them right now. Nothing separating everybody in the top 13 realistically. Anybody can take this win. Blue Gunner setting his first time of a 1:30 flat. There is Supreme Bio. He looks like he's on an outlap once again. We have 3 minutes in quali. This will be most people's last shot at it. Why Not see will get in and out, that's for sure. he'll be fine. There's Buffa Lucas coming out of the pits in the Alpine. Oh, sorry, in the Williams. The Angry Comedian coming down through Sector 1, being let go by Buffa Lucas there as is required, because Comedian is going to be on a fast lap as it happens. He has improved by almost, or by a little more than a tenth, but it hasn't really moved him up all that much as it happens right now. Supreme Bio, he's coming down around this. He on a fast lap. He's 4 minutes 31 seconds to make that lap happen. He's going to go again. He's going to go again. He was just getting around and going late. That's all he was doing. Okay, Mormick is on his out lap. He will try and improve there. Budge, is he on a fast lap now? He is minus 2/10 on his time. The 107.7. He is on a 129 time. The late 129s, but that's about it. He unless sector 3 was the slowest sector, he will improve into the 129s, but not too much beyond that. Let's see where he is as he comes down towards the line and goes in. He probably would have had a 129 something there, but he is not going to set that lap. He's going to get a new set of boots and go back out again. Bernie Baron, the winner of the last race of the season, 130. The only guy not to set a lap in the 130s or better is it, especially in the fastest car on track, because we are in even cars. He is going for it. Let's see where he's at when he comes around. As he comes around the next apex up here, he should be at 107 or better. No, he's at 108, 109, 110. He is plus 9/10. He's going to have to go again, and he doesn't have the ERS to do so. So he is not going to improve a whole ton on his time, I don't think. Bernie Byrne is on a fast, or is going for a fast lap now to see where he comes in as we come around. Let's see the changes at the top. Kijoko is still out there. He's on his out lap, as is the other two in the top 3. And as is Rory Drain. Major Jam is in the pit. He's not going to make it around and out again. He's going to try. Is he? No, he's not. He is done with quali. He is done. Hey Flemo comes down across the line and he is now in 6th, and he improves by 3/10, but he might have been validated because he hasn't moved. Is a hero, top 7. It's just weird. It's just weird, man. Here we go. This is going to be, he took him 10 minutes to go around? Yeah, it did. He's going to go on his fast lap now. He's one of the last ones to go across the line. He's coming up to him. Elite Carbon is just 1 second on his time. So he needs to get to the line to reset his lap, because he has got 100% ERS. He needs to burn it all up and get down there and get round. He is one with the tires. He's going to make one final run, so he will be, it looks like, the last across the line. 1/10 down, near 1.5 tenths down from Why Not. That will take him above Elite Carbon, surprisingly. And Elite Carbon is gone across the line now. And he's going to go one more time, is he? He is, because he saved his ERS. A lot of people going late in this. We will see where they are. Welsh Wizard is not improving on his time as it happens, and he's not going to get round before that important ending. And that is the end of quali for Major Jam, Angry Chameleon, who hasn't improved into the top 10. Supreme Bio, Blue Gunner, Budge. Budge's quali is over. Oops, so is he? There we go. Welsh Wizard is going to go in, so he's done as well. Mormick has improved to a 129.7, so but he doesn't go again. He won't be going again at the end of his quali. And there's Wilfred Boney jumping Budge, who is now all the way down in 17th, and Vernie Byrne has gone instead of 130.7. Let's see how things are at the top for Pajoko. He doesn't need to improve. He has got, it looks like he's got it. But this is the 2/10 down. It's not enough. But if he is, he could jump. He's not going to get pole, but he is going to be in the top 3, it looks like. And there he is. He jumps up into the top 3. Pajoko has finished as our Season 5, Race 1, Week 1 pole position holder. with Chappers, the new reserve, in third. And that is the end of quali. It has been an interesting one. First for Kajoko, second for Bunsey, still up there, still thereabouts. And he will not give up this title easy, that is for sure. But Kajoko is the one. Who takes he is the one who takes our first pole position of season 5. Okay. So let's run through the standings really quickly before we get put off. Oh, we have Kajoko, Bunsey, Clappers, K Flemo, Major Jam, Is a Hero, Ruri Drain, Elite Carbon, Why Not See, Buffalo Lucas, Angry Comedian, Welsh Wizard, Mormick, Supreme Boyo, Blue Gunner, Wilford Boney, and Budge in that order in our standings. And Verdi Vern and Kaiser Gunner below those. As is Knockos, who did not set a time for whatever reason. In traditional sense, 0 time. Cheers, folks. It is season 5, and this is going to be impossible to follow. Let's look at who should be racing who, or whom should be racing whom. Oh, let's see. Who should be racing who? That's what it is. Official. There we go. So Bunsey, Ruri Drain, Ronanosaurus, who's not here today, he's been replaced. He was replaced today in the drive by Chappers, I think. Oh no, Kajoko. I beg your pardon. Kajoko. Chappers is in tier 2, as it happens. It turns out he is replacing Mayo Man. In second tier is Major Jam, Big Knockos, Flemo, Mayo Man, and Blue Gunner. Top 10. Flemo in the top 7, I think he was in, and Chappers is in the top 3. So that's interesting to see. Let's see of the others. Bunsey's in second. Ruri Drain is starting in 4th, I want to say, 5th. Elite Carbon and Budge in the top tier is 17th starting off. Chameleon in 11th. Why Not See in the top 10, I believe. Welsh Wizard just outside the top 10. Supreme Boyo is I think number 10. Is a Hero is in the top 7. Weird. Kaiser Gunner, Vern at the back. Mormick near the back as well. Iron Man is not with us, as it turns out. I don't think. I didn't see Iron Man out there at all. And Buffalo Lucas is around the top 10. So just goes to show you how this is going to look as the season goes on, and what it means. So just looking here at the different teams, we have the Alpines with Mormick and Ruri Drain. Alpha Tauris are Major Jam, Supreme Boyo. Alpha Romeos is Elite Carbon and Kaiser Gunner. Big Knockos and Welsh Wizard in the Haas. Mayo Man and Buffalo Lucas in the Williams. Budge and Is a Hero in the Mercedes. Ronanosaurus and Vernie Vern in the Ferrari. Red Bulls with Why Not See and K Flemo. Bunsey and Iron Man in the Aston Martin. And Angry Comedian and Blue Gunner in the McLarens. Doesn't matter about the strength of the it does not matter about the strength of the driver, as it happens, the car, because we are on even cars. Sorry, I beg your pardon. I'm just going to put the foot for this. We're going to leave on position change for the start of the race, as we always do, so we can see where the action is happening. As Kajoko, who joins us in season 5, gets the first pole position. I didn't see Ironman what happens, and trying to see who's in as a result of that. Who would we not expect? Here's Ironman. Interesting. I did not see that substitution happening earlier. And oh, Wilfred Boney is in. Wilfred is in. Wilfred is a reserve, isn't he? Let's have a quick look. Yes, Wilfred is a T3 reserve, and he's available to take Ironman's position. Ironman is tier 4, but obviously, I'm assuming. Oh, and there is the first mess up of the day. The Kijoko spinning on the opening lap, just guiding us around and then guiding us right into a barrier. It looks like. Anyway, it is now, as is tradition, or what seems to be becoming tradition. We're being led around a track by our champion Bunsey. Yeah, interesting developments there. That does not bode well for Kijoko. While we're waiting, let's have a look, see what tyres people are on. Look at that, Kijoko trying to warm up those hards. There you go, that's probably why it was. Bunsey on the softs, as is Budge and Vern. And then we have Blue Gunner, Elite Carbon and Welsh Wizard on the hards, with everybody else on the grid looking at the medium strategy to begin it. But Bunsey is looking to lay it down early, it looks like. There is Kijoko approaching the line. Okay, why not see disqualified for not having the correct position? That doesn't really matter, as is Mormick. But there is no penalties for that at the start of this race. And for some reason we have a car gone. I think that's Big Knuckle. And we are away for season 5. It is Kid Bunsey who is after taking the early lead in this race, as he outbreaks the hard tyres of Kijoko. But look at the speed of Kijoko as he goes through turn 2 right beside Bunsey. Let's see who the big winners are there so far. It is Welsh Wizard, who's the big loser, is a hero as it happens. Big Knuckles is up one position. What car went through there? I don't know what the hell happened. Anyway, oh, we're having a few people ramming into each other in the middle. Look at this, but it is relatively alright. Budge is up 8 positions on those softs, doing exactly what he needed to do early. Vern getting the benefit as well, being on those softs, up 6 positions. So that strategy is working. Bunsey got the lead as he wanted. He will have to pit a lot earlier than most others, especially Kijoko, who is on the hards. But let's see, up 8 positions for Budge. Angry Chameleon is back in 15th, losing out 4 positions early. As is a hero. I did said he should have invested in more bottle and an extra set of tyres rather than that new wheel that he's on, reportedly. Mormick down 5 positions early on, as is Rory Drain down 3 positions also. Budge up to 8 as it happens now, overtaking Elite Carbon. Bunsey with the fastest lap, needs to say, but that is the only lap we've had so far. Chappers overtaken by Kay Flemmo, who is up 1 position. So, interesting start to this race. 9 position gain for Budge on lap 1. 10. Oh, and that is down because it is Why Not is spun off track, and he is going to join his former teammate at the back of the pack, Kaiser Gunn. That is an 11th place loss for Why Not C. Budge all the way up to 7th, and we will see this pack spread out a little bit. I have to imagine. You will see the tier 4 lads near the back for most of it. As the tier 1 guys will probably pull away a little bit. Kijoko still in 2nd, but the more we see the more we see him in touch with Bunsey, the less advantage Bunsey is getting for those soft tires, other than getting the position early on in the race. Interesting start to this race. Budge with a massive. There we have Wilfred Boney being overtaken by Supreme Boyle. And Other Hero living up to the no hero moniker he seems to have got. Bernie Byrne now overtaken is a hero. Is a hero so slow at the moment that he's been overtaken by the guy who started in 1918. Despite starting in 7th. Okay. Let's have a look at what's going on at the front. There's a 2-second gap now as Bunsey looks to press this advantage at the front with those soft tires. Remember, he is going to be stopping soon. He is barely going to get, if he gets 10 laps out of these, he'll be doing well. But look at this. Kijoko is under pressure from Kay Flemo, and that is the difference in the running of the medium tires versus the hard tires. Those hard tires are a difficult tire to start on, but they're also a difficult tire to Budge now up past Welsh Wizard as Budge in the lovely Mercedes as he comes around. Bernie Byrne is after spinning, it looks like. Yeah, he's after spinning off track. He is gone. Okay. Oh, is a hero getting a bit one of those positions back as a result of the Bernie Byrne spin. Okay. Yeah, Kay Flemo all over the back of Kijoko. It is tight at the top. Kay Flemo, Kijoko, Chappers, Major Jam and Budge all in and around those top 2 tiers, justifying wider in those top tiers by being in the top 6 right now. Rory Drain a bit of time to make up, but he is close on the back of Welsh Wizard, and he might be able to make something happen here. But look at the speed of Welsh Wizard in a straight line. He doesn't have the DRS though, and that means that Rory Drain is of course going to overtake him. But that might swap back in the next sector, because as it happens, once you come around turn 3 here, it is another DRS zone. So let's see if he can repay the favour. He hasn't, as Rory Drain defended the inside and then came back to the left to make the turn. Great driving by him. He might pull away now a little bit as this race progresses. He's back up into top 7. He is where he was with Elite Carbon. Okay, Elite Carbon is making up some of those losses that he had early. He is now on the back of Welsh Wizard. This is looks like the closest battle on track as it happened. And this could be interesting. This is there's a really wide one by Booker Lucas. Elite Carbon not able to stick up or keep up with Welsh Wizard, who is not falling off the back of Rory Drain by any means. Welsh Wizard is flying in this one. He might need to be more than a tier 3 reserve. That is for damn sure. Anyway, here we are. This is the closest couple of battles on track. Let's see if Elite Carbon can do to Welsh Wizard this time round what Rory did to him the last time round. Budge separate. Oh, look at that! How did he outbrake him so well there? It looks like Welsh Wizard went to defend the inside, but Welsh Wizard just kept going and he braked really, really late, and that is great for him considering he is on those hard tires. Let's get on to let's change back to the tires now as it happens. So Budge up 11 positions to 6th in the first couple of laps. Unbelievable start from him. He did have help by the fact that people who are at the back. There's Welsh Wizard who gets the first penalty of this race. Is Big Knuckles behind the wheel of this car, or is that an AI? Be interesting to see. Which doesn't bode well for Supreme Boyle, because Supreme Boyle has gone in and changed his tires. Oh, and there is Supreme Boyle spinning on those new mediums. Another new rule this year, folks. We also have a ghosting on in the game, because we're not looking to keep it as real as possible. It's just a game, folks. It's just a game. Anyway, I will stop mocking people. Okay, let's get back to the action up with Rory Drain. Rory Drain is now all over the back of Budge. He has reeled him in, and that is testament to the speed of Rory Drain, because he was quite a ways back, and now he's reeled him in, and we get DRS as he comes around down this main straight. A big long straight here, plenty of opportunities to overtake. I don't think Budge is going to fight this too much, because ultimately he doesn't. Well, and that's tight, and he gets him back on the inside. Who's crossing the line first? It looks like Budge will get it, will it? No, Rory Drain gets it because he got the marker before. The same person gets the DRS in that case. But now this brings Elite Carbon into the mix. Budge is going to have to go in soon on those hards, or sorry, those softs. He's looking for an early safety car to give him that free stop that he was looking for. Chappers on the back of Kijoko, who has now been overtaken by Kay Clemo. Bunsey setting an early standard. He is nearly 5 seconds clear of the pack. He is looking to press the advantage on those soft tires, and he is doing it while right out in front, all on his own. Yep, he is coming down through sector 2, into sector 3, while the other guys are a couple of turns back even then. Let's see. Budge is closest now. Eddie Carver making that overtake happen, making that stick. He's down 9. He's up 9 places still, despite the fact that he's after losing those 2 places. And as a result of all that, Buffa Lucas is now on the tail on those medium tires. Okay, so that gave I suppose Elite Carbon, Rory Drain a bit of an opportunity there. Hey Clemo and Kijoko swapping the position. That's going to happen. Oh, Budge is into the pits. He's getting rid of those. There you go. I told you he wasn't going to get 10 laps. That is the problem. He was banking on an early safety car. It didn't happen. He's gone hard. Will he go to the end? 92 laps? Kind of possible, but his tires will be in raggle from the end. Might not be the best way forward. Anyway, he might go soft near the end if there's a safety car late. So Budge back to 17th, where he started as a result of that stop. But he has stopped. And that's the thing, a lot of people ahead of him will have to stop also. But he is not up in the battle where he needs to be. As it happened. Buffa Lucas holding on to this there now. Buffa Lucas is in tier 4 and he's in 8th position. Doing incredibly well. Is he the highest ranked T4? Ocean Chief, how art thou? I haven't getting those ones there. I apologise. Welsh Wizard in an Irish league. Ah, yeah, we have a lot of people in. Look at Kijoko. Yeah, sorry, Mayo Man. Thank you for joining us. Apologies. I wasn't getting my YouTube comments. Yo, Ocean Chief. How art thou? Welcome back to season 5. Yes, it is it's mad. What's this? Moleo. That's me tomorrow. Identify yourself, Maleo. Have we met before? It is good to have you in regardless. If you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe on the stream. Let's see. Now everybody a bit more spread out. Chappers is now all over Major John, who's made himself, got himself up to the top 4. Okay, let's see. Kijoko is back up in the second, and Kay Flemo is about a second behind. Those hard tyres probably starting to come into their own. The medium should be still alright, but you do see those people who are on soft tyres looking to change up. Bunsey, once he starts losing that 5-second advantage, will drop back. Oh, brilliant. Thanks for clarifying, Ocean Chief. Much appreciated. The very best of luck in your league tomorrow. Oi. He's not going to do well. Well, that's not the type of attitude you need. Major Jam now all along with Turpers. This is going to be the type of battle you're going to see all over the track today. People who are within a couple of tenths of it are definitely going to be getting the advantage of 2 DRS zones in the first half of this lap. Let's see if Major Jam does to Chappers what he was done to him. He has. There's the thing. It's going to be back and forth between these two for most of this race. Let's see. He gets across the line there, so it's going to be Chappers with the DRS. Is it? No. Why didn't he get the DRS there? Oh, and he has absolutely no ERS left. Does our Chappers, but he has gotten by Major Jam, who has 60% of his ERS left. Thank you very much. You're here to study strategy. Well, yeah, it really depends. It really depends on what's going on, whether you get safety cars and all that. Now, Major Jam gets that DRS. Let's see how it works out. Let's see if we had a load of people who started. Oh, and there is Welsh Wizard doing a Alonso special, overtaking a Mercedes on that tight turn as he comes down through, and he got the DRS too. Unbelievable stuff. It looks like, unless you get a safety car early, the sauce is not a good one. The sauce is not a good one. You have to go in early. Although, you know what? Bunsey would argue with that. He lost a second there on that last lap, so he is going in. About 9 laps on the soft, it looks like, at a competitive pace. But Bunsey got what he needed. He got the early lead and got out and he started in second. So he got out of those what he wanted, and now we can go hards to the end. So soft hard is doable, but you have to get to 9 laps, and if those tyres are not looking good, trouble ahead. Let's see Angry Chameleon. We haven't seen much of him so far. He is right in the mix here in 9th position. Let's see. Yeah, he's behind Welsh Wizard. But look at, is a hero. Is he a hero? That's what you got to ask. He is a hero backing out of that challenge. But look at this. He is going to go after Chameleon in the middle sector. Oh, and Chameleon breaking late there and gaining the advantage back. But you have to imagine that is a hero is knocking on the door there. This is Wilfred Boney, Blue Gunner. All these guys within a couple of tenths of each other. There's going to be changes there too. And it looks like Major Jam has wobbled a little bit because he's fallen out of the Chappers DRS. Well, had done previously. He's getting back in there. He started to use a bit of that DRS, and Chappers has nothing to fight back with. A bit of a splash of ERS there. Best of luck with that Bahrain tomorrow. It'll be interesting to see who started on hards and who done well. Kijoko started at the front on hards, and he is now leading this race. So it really depends on the advantage that he gets. If he gets a safety car late, he can go mediums to the end. And there's Rory Drain on the mediums, 10 laps. Not much longer on those. He didn't get much of an advantage over the softs on those. So that's another thing to be thinking of. Is a hero in changing the mediums after 10 laps too? Rory Drain going back on hards till the end. So are the mediums just not working? That is interesting. Welsh Wizard is a 3-second time penalty. Wilfred Boney's all over the back. Was all over the back. Sorry, Welsh was all over the back of him. But Angry Chameleon, Blue Gunner in the other the other McLaren. Those two are teammates. They are in the championship together this year. Wilfred Boney has a spin, and that puts Chameleon up into 8th. And there's a battle between Why Not See, it looks like. Yeah, and is that Big Knocko? Big Knocko's is not in that car. I refuse to believe Big Knocko's in that car. He isn't. He's been lapped by Why Not See in 12th. I think that is AI. So anyway, so don't look too hard at the AI of Big Knocko's and what's going on there. But let's see how Kay Flemo and Kijoko go as the medium and hard starters. But also let's look at Bunsey, who's in 10th now, having made his stop. He needs to get back up there before a safety car. That's nearly all 4 wheels off their line there, or off the track there. He may have got a warning for that. Buffalucas, a tier 4 driver in the top 7. Incredible stuff. Chameleon there is now and he's all over Welsh Wizard, and look at this. What's going on with these two lads? How did that go? It was a really late break, it looks like, from Chameleon, and he may have wobbled a bit. This is an interesting battle in the middle of the pack. Why not see a Mormick in the pits also, changing to hards, starting on the mediums. This is an interesting battle. Welsh Wizard will be overtaken by Chameleon based on the 3-second time penalty that he does have, but there's a lot to happen in this race yet. Interesting stuff. So Kajoko 11 laps, K Flemo 11 laps, and Chappers 11 laps. Those top 6 guys all on the starting strategy that they started this race on. They're on their 12th lap on those new ones, and all the softs are well gone at this stage, and even some of the mediums. Supreme Bio has had a couple of spins. He's not liking 2022 of the game. So let's see what Chameleon can do on this turnaround. This Chappers in. Chappers is in. He is pitting on before lap 13 on those mediums. He's going to go hard to the end. They are, of course, going to take a while to warm up, and we'll see how that plays in to the gaps once the guys around them stop. But let's look at where Bunsey is as it relates to him. Bunsey is now ahead of Chappers once again, and now he did have an advantage of about 6-7 seconds over Chappers, and it's about 5. Sorry, you got at about 5 or 6 seconds. He has still about 5 seconds. So net neutral as it happens, but it is going to take a while for Chappers hards to heat up. Bunsey's is already in that zone. So and there's a 3-second time penalty for the Angry Chameleon. He is not liking whatever's going on in this battle. He is trying to overtake it, and it's not working out for him whatsoever. 5-second time penalty for Kaiser as he speeds in the pit lane. Not working out for him, but it is in the interest of all drivers to finish, as you do get points for finishing. Points for your tier for finishing. You get 2 sets of points as far as I'm aware. We'll have to get Chameleon on to explain it all, or we'll see how it works. You do get points for your tier, but you also get the championship, the overall championship points as well. So it will be interesting to see. There's K Flemo, who's near the top, and Major Jam, who was on there. So 13 laps on the mediums. They feel like they've gotten everything that they can out of them. I'm going to stay with Major Jam and K Flemo for just a moment, because honestly, this is where it will matter for Bunsey. Bunsey's coming down that straight, and where is Major Jam and Flemo? They are behind, and they're also behind Blue Gunner as it happens, which might have an impact. But K Flemo is within. K Flemo is within 4 seconds of Bunsey, so those softs not paying off as much as he would have liked, definitely. Chameleon is into the pits for his set of hards. That's the end of his medium stint at the start of this race. Let's see where that puts him as this race comes to a close. Welsh Wizard still going to the hards. The 3 guys on the hard strategy as it started out. Those guys still running at the front, as is Blue Gunner, who has gone long. And if these 4 guys get a safety car at this stage as a result of some sort of mess up, that will be massive for them. Bunsey will be heartbroken that happened. But the hard runners, that is the benefit of being a hard runner in this championship or in this race. So let's see, Bunsey is all over the back of Welsh Wizard, despite having already stopped. But if it delays him, it will be telling. He is 24 seconds behind Kajoko, and the stop around here it's not much different to 24. I think it's 25 seconds, and that means that right now Kajoko has gained 3 seconds in this whole battle as it happens, starting on the hards. But he will lose time, guaranteed he will lose time, when he comes out and warms up those tires. That will be interesting to see. It was 4.1 seconds as Bunty entered the pits on his change of tires. Also remember, the faster tires will be on Elite Carbon and Kajoko for the end of this race. Blue Gunner, Welsh Wizard, Elite Carbon and Kajoko, the longest runners on these hard tires. They can go, I want to say, oh, and who the hell was that? Oh my, that was a lot of stuff all over the track. Who hit a wall or something there? Let's see, who have we got ahead? We've got, that's not Elite Carb, is it? It is the other one of Kaiser going, is it? No, he's in pack. He's in pack. Oh, was it Kajoko? There's Kajoko now in, stopping for his mediums. So this is the telltale now. 4-second advantage for Bunty. And it looks like Kajoko has managed. Oh, look at that. Kajoko gets out ahead of Bunty. So that's a 4-second turnaround. About 5 oh, for God's sake. 5-second turnaround for them. Oh, fuck off. Excuse my language, folks. I am just sick to death as it happens of this. Let's get back there. So there's an interesting thing. Now, it will matter. As I said, it will be a case where Kajoko has to warm up those tires, but he's coming out on mediums, which will speed or which will warm up a whole ton quicker than the hard tires that Bunty had to warm up. So this is an interesting scenario we find ourselves in. He has managed to do the overcut on the hard tires. So all things being even, whether it be speed and tire choice, the soft hard is not the optimal way around as it stands right now on track. Bunty may overtake Kajoko in the early stages, but Kajoko, you have to say, will be favoured at this stage to take the win in his first wheel-to-wheel race. So let's see where we stand. It is all on the line here, folks. It is all on the line. And while we're waiting for the race to rejoin the race, cheers, cheers, cheers. Oh. Oi, oi, oi. There we have it. Kajoko is still all over the back of, Bunty is still all over the back of Kajoko. But as it happens, Elite Carbon still going along. Elite Carbon will fall a long way now, it looks like, because he has gone maybe a bit too far. He is in lap 17 and... Oh no, Elite Carbon was further back, I beg your pardon. So, it looks like... Let me have a look here. Elite Carbon was where was Elite Carbon when he started this race? Interesting. But look at that, Bunty is now losing time to Kajoko. There is Elite Carbon going in. Bunty will retain second place. But that is Kajoko's now to lose. He's on those fresh tyres all the way to the end. And Bunty's are already 8 laps old. You gotta ask yourself, was that the wise thing to do? Elite Carbon, where will he come out? Budge back up to 11th, so a net advantage of 6 positions for him. That is really as a result of a lot of people behind him spinning. But he's now in the top. He's now in the top 10 points. he should be in the top 5 according to the rankings. So there you go. And everybody ahead of Budge is now on fresher tyres except for Blue Gunner. Lee Carbon has gone in and out, and he's on those mediums. He's going to start making inroads into the people ahead. You have to imagine. Sector 1 round, somebody's around in Sector 1. And Angry Comedian all over the back of Welsh Wizard. These guys are bit ding dong back. Unbelievable stuff. These guys is where it's at. I will join Chappers now in just a moment as he goes for Clemo. Got the DRS, 43%. Welsh Wizard is winning this battle without using DRS to defend with. So that's interesting. So now, here we go. Chappers. 4 tenths. Is it too far back this time around? Oh, it's being neutralised by the fact that Nate Clemo is getting the DRS off Blue Gunner ahead of him. So on those 18 lock hard tires. Is Blue Gunner looking to go soft to the end? Maybe that's a possibility. And especially if he were to get a safety car now. The last one to stop is Blue Gunner. And he doesn't feel like he has to stop right now. He will drop a ton of positions. If he goes in and if anything but a safety car. Look at that, Bunsey is now nearly 4 seconds the opposite way behind Kajoko as a result of the exchange that we've had. Now, Chappers lining Chap up in the inside, he wasn't really considering that at any stage. Blue Gunner is holding these two guys up as it happens. And is that Major Jam? No, he's back by 2 seconds. Oh! Bit of a flurry there. Chappers going close through K Clemo. I've had a few people jump around. Somebody's internet is absolutely dogger. Is that Clemo's internet? I don't know. I haven't seen the quality. But there's Blue Gunner gone in now, and he sets K Clemo and Chappers free. And as a result, they both get the DRS that time. But as it happens, Chappers' internet seems to be glitching like hell. He's flicking all over the track, defending the inside but there we go, is neck and neck coming out of turn 4. But it is K Clemo who retains the advantage as it happens right now. Let's see, that has allowed Major Jam to get, this is allowing Major Jam to get back into this battle with Chappers and K Clemo. Let's see, Budge 3 tenths off of Buffa Lucas. Blue Gunner, Budge back up to 9th. Blue Gunner on those fresh tyres though, so he's looking to rein in the likes of Welsh Wizard in the hero, Budge, and maybe even Buffa Lucas ahead of him. Maybe not so much Elite Carbon, who's on a fairly new set of tyres. Blue Gunner is coming around and he is dropping. What has happened, Blue Gunner? He's after letting Mormick by and Angry Comedian. Something's after happening there. Oh my. There's a battle going on at the back of the track. There's just something going on here altogether. Oh. A lot of jumping around here. Let's get back to Chappers, but they must be close to the first corner. They are, and he hasn't made it happen this time. He must have been too far off this time. Oh, and that's not a great exit by Chappers, or was it? I can't tell. I certainly used to, Ocean Chief. I certainly used to. I raced wheel to wheel season 1 and 2, and I used to race in other leagues also, LOI and stuff. So yeah. There's a back marker now of Kaiser Gunn, who's interfering a bit. But yeah, I absolutely did, and I won a few races. I will say I won in China, I won in Hungary, and I think I had one other victory somewhere. I think I had 3 victories in wheel to wheel. Haven't done so since wheel to wheel season 2 though. That was the last season I raced. Not just down to going back to do a bit of education, my masters, all that kind of thing, and a bunch of other things as well. Very busy. We're working on a lot. Maybe again one time, who knows? But not as it happens, because this gig is just, I enjoy doing this gig, even though it is sometimes entirely frustrating. But here we go. Blue Gunner is back on track, and he is looking to get back into this race after that bit of a wobble. He is 6 seconds almost behind Angry Chameleon, although Chameleon and Welsh Wizard both have a 3-second time penalty. So let's see, Budge now is keeping up with Booker Lucas. He might be challenging him next time around. Chappers still finding it difficult to get by K Flemo, and that's partially to do with the fact that K Flemo has had better ERS to defend him. It looks like Chappers needs to work on when and where to use that ERS a bit more sparingly. We will keep an eye on the Blue Gunner situation. He is starting to gain a few tenths, and it looks like there are people being lapped as it happens. But I don't think Big Knuckles is in that car. Kaiser Gunner is just having a particularly bad race, I would imagine. Anyway. Excuse me. K Flemo and Chappers here going into turn 1 again and again. Chappers is not doing anything. He needs to lay off the ERS. Look, he's on the ERS again already. He needs to let that build up. He is derating when he shouldn't be. 0% for Chappers, and K Flemo had a little bit more there. He had 24% as it turns out before, so he's not too worried about that. Chapper's not using it the right way. Here we go. Rory Drain is now up with Major Jan, who's fallen back off of that battle as it happens. Once now 6.5 seconds behind Pajoko. This is definitely Pajoko's race to lose. Let's see. Rory Drain is the closest one back as it happens, apart from the Chappers race too, or Chappers battle too, but that's mostly stagnant as it happens right now. Budge is still the same away from Buffer Lucas, we'll keep an eye on that. And here's Rory Drain. Rory Drain, who was tipped to be there or thereabouts as this season progresses. Once you can tell Boosie's on those older tyres now. With those mediums, we did see that 13 laps was probably the optimal time to change. That's where Pajoko will be by the end, but it looks like it may be way too late at that stage for the likes of Bunty and Flemo on them. Okay, so get the DRS. About even on the LDRS, but Rory Drain just not making that happen at the moment. Maybe we'll in the second sector, or second DRS zone. We'll stick with this one just for a second, because Chappers is really close right now. Yeah, didn't happen there for them. Chappers is an incredible battle by the new guy, and old stalwart is a hero. The person in the Mercedes, the guy in the Mercedes who is, there's 2 Mercedes out there, and the Mercedes hero is in second place between the Mercedes. Interesting stuff. It's a bit spaced out as it happens. Welsh Wizard and the Angry Comedian still going at it. Angry Comedian probably feeling like he's being held up. This, folks, is my 250th video on the channel. I just wanted to get that out there. This is a celebration, not only the start of season 5, which is massive in its own right. This is officially my 250th video on YouTube. So if you are so inclined, we say this every single time, give us a like and a subscribe on the video, no matter where you're looking in. Guys are going to wear a warning there. And you know what? You don't have to, but we really appreciate you viewing, and let us know what it is you think this season is going to turn out like. But give us a like and subscribe if you are so inclined. I would very much appreciate that. Looks like Comedian's going to finish outside the top 10 at about 12. And it looks like he's going to finish ahead of Blue Gunner. Oh no, yes he is. Well, maybe, depends. But that battle with Welsh Wizard is certainly holding him up. Blue Gunner is inside the, he's going to get 2 places guaranteed, because he can see these now. He's within the 3 seconds those two have as a penalty. Okay. Choppers. Beg your pardon, not choppers. This is lap 25. We have 4 full laps left. Now that they have crossed the line at 26. Once across the line, 7 seconds behind Pajoko is at turn 1. That's a big lead he has. He could just take it home there at this stage, you have to imagine. Level. Oh, looks like he's defending fresh air there, to be honest. Pajoko was a long way off that time around. Rory Drain now, a long way off. They cannot get in within this. Angry Comedian. Will he do it this time? It might be too late, as Blue Gunner is now on all over the back of him. There he is. Look at that. He was 5 seconds behind. He's now within 2. And he will jump him. And that's a bad exit by Comedian. How did Comedian lose half a second there? He's braking later in the corners. But I have to imagine that Welsh Wizard right now is frustrating the damn hell out of Comedian. There he is. He's got the ERS again. Or the DRS again. Interesting stuff. Blue Gunner not losing, or is after losing a little bit of time there as it happened. Don't know what happened. But we coming around turn 6, I think it is. 7. Turn 7. He got a bit more that time back. Blue Gunner has. He wants to stay inside that time, because it means he will jump Welsh Wizard and Angry Comedian, both having 3-second penalties. He'll find it difficult with 3 laps to go to catch Is a Hero though, who is a further 5 seconds up the road, and then Budge even further up on that. Budge dropping outside that Purple Lucas DRS zone, so he is not finding it easy to follow now with 19 laps of cars. And Rory Drain has been overtaken by Major Jam. This is a ding-dong battle going on. There was obviously that going back and forward. Major Jam and Rory Drain in a ding-dong battle, as we say. Chopper's still just finding it difficult. He is building up that ERS now though, but so is Flemo, who has been doing it for just a little bit longer, it looks like, as he has got more of it. He's now at 30%. Choppers is going to make one final push, you have to imagine, at some stage, if he can. Angry Comedian dropping back about 3-second time penalty for why not see. That solidifies Meeps' position in 14th, as it seems. Lucas will take the lead as it happens in tier 4. With Meeps second, I want to say. Budge falling a long way back now. Those tyres have reached the cliff, it looks like. Once he went a little later, so he hasn't quite reached that cliff. But there is Chapper's finally getting the move on Flemo. And he used every last inch of his ERS there, and he repaid the favour by overtaking him again. And now you have to imagine Chappers doesn't have the ERS to battle with, as Flemo has still got more than him. This is an incredible battle for third position. Major Jam still retaining that. K Flemo, oh look at that, always being pushed wide. He can get the DRS for whatever reason. And that means Major Jam is now back in that battle. Well, sort of. Major Jam and Flemo on the two newer tyres, but Chapper's not that much on, let's be fair. We're going with a wobble there. So Joko sets fastest lap on lap 29. Let's go around. He is just starting the final lap now, and he is 10 seconds clear of Bunsey. This is a stroll in the park for him, this final lap. On the second to last lap, he sets fastest lap using those all that ERS trying to do so. He may come out of his first ever wheel-to-wheel race with all of the points. It looks like blue. Oh, is that Major? Oh, Major Jam has been overtaken by Rory. Supreme Boyle gets past, robs it all the way back. So Supreme Boyle, who is where? K Flemo and Chapper still going at it on this final lap. This is an incredible battle. Oh, and it's just Chappers who just gets the advantage there. The Tier 2 driver Chappers, who is on the podium. Bunsey, our former champion, our current champion I should say, 10 seconds back. But Kijoko, with an absolutely stellar drive, comes down through the second to last turn. He looks like he is going to take the win in this race. This is an incredible performance by the new dude. He even had fastest lap on the second last lap. Looks like we have big knuckles with a 3-second time penalty, and he wobbles his way across the line and takes the win with Bunsey coming around the final corner. Unserved penalty for Bernie Byrne as he goes in across the line. He is the first of the lap people, and there is our champion Bunsey. Clappers coming down around the second turn, and it looks like he has done enough to get that third place on the podium on his debut in wheel-to-wheel with K Flemo, Rory Drain and Major Jam all in close succession. Elite Carbon has spun as he goes across the line, but he is across in 7th. Buffa Lucas crosses in 8th. What an incredible drive from the Tier 4 driver. That is great. And Budge comes down across the line in 9th, finding himself a little adrift from those. Is a Hero gets points in reality in 10th. And there is Welsh Wizard and Angry Chameleon cross the line, and Blue Gunner doing enough to stay in touch and crossing the line and just getting ahead of Chameleon on those points. Mormick crossing in 14th with Why Not See, the second to last across the line as he comes down around towards the final corner. And there is Wilfred in 16th following him as this brings to an end. And that looks like Why Not See is going to lose one final position as he has a penalty and Wilfred does not. So there we go. And Wilfred crosses, jumping Why Not at the line. There we go, folks. That is Season 5, Week 1 in the bag. It is the Bahrain Grand Prix, and I hope all of those stuff. Driver of the day goes to Budge. It was a lot of improvement from Budge. He jumped up from 17th to 8th, I think it was. And honestly, that's a great jump, but he knows he's in a battle. I beg your pardon, he was in 9th. He jumped up from 17th. So he got the most places on track, but your driver of the day is likely to be a little neutral on whether he thinks he done well today or not. He is, after getting the points for finishing, he is getting points in the overall championship, but it's only 2 in that regard. Anyway, Welsh Wizard being congratulated by the Anchor Chameleon, saying a great race by those. Those two had a ding-dong long battle for pretty much most of the race. So let's go through the standings. Kijoko on his wheel-to-wheel debut gets the first position in the Ferrari. Absolutely brilliant from him. Bunsey in second. Our champion is going to be thereabouts when the season said and done. Chappers also on his season debut getting a podium in third place. K Flemo, Rory Drain, Major Jam, Elite Carbon, Buffa Lucas Budge, and Is a Hero making up the rest of the guys who scored points. Blue Gunner, Welsh Wizard, Angry Comedian, Mormick, Wilford Boney, Why Not See, Vernie Vern, Supreme Bio, Kaiser Gunner, and Big Knuckles all finishing the race and getting points also. No people out. And also a case of no safety cars at all, which did not play in to maybe some of the guys who might have been going hard, first of all, or the guys who went soft, thinking there might be one early. There we go, folks. That is the end of the race for today. Whew, I've got to go and do some chores as it happens. But let's look at what we got. Ronanosaurus didn't turn up today. Elite Carbon will have, so it will be in Tier 1, it will be Bunsey, Rory Drain, Ronanosaur, I beg your pardon, it will be Kijoko because he finished first. Even though he is currently a reserve, he stands top of Tier 1 because he won the race. So it is Kijoko, Bunsey, Rory Drain, Elite Carbon, Budge, and Ronanosaurus in the top in that tier. The second tier, Major Jam. No, it is K Flemo, Major Jam. It will be then Blue Gunner, Big Knuckles, and Mayo Man. Although Chappers, I beg your pardon, will be top of Tier 2. So two guys who are reserves are top of Tier 1 and Tier 2. Chameleon will be behind Welsh Wizard and Is a Hero. So Is a Hero, Welsh Wizard, Chameleon, Why Not See It, Supreme Bio. It will be Buffa Lucas leading Tier 4, followed by Mormick, Vernie Vern, and Kaiser Gunner, and then Iron Man. So that is how the 4 tiers will look next week by my calculations. The overall will look as the standings did at the end of the race. That will go into the Over the Super Cup race where everybody will race at the end for that championship. But folks, there you have it. It is week 1 in the bag in season 5. This is the 250th Meeps video on YouTube. I do have a ton of videos on Twitch too, if you were to go have a look at those. If you want to do any of that or get into any of the wheel-to-wheel socials or my socials, scan that QR code that's on the screen as you see it right there. And if you do so, it will take you in there, and we would really appreciate you giving us a like, a subscribe, or something. Like it because it's my 200. Like this video because it's the 250th one. Look at that for a milestone. I still stream to a few people, but I bring it to the regulars. I bring it to the guys who come here week after week, and I do it for that reason. I enjoy it, and I really appreciate those who do tune in and comment always. Thank you, Ocean Chief. Maleo, also our tier 3 driver, Mayo Man, and who else do we have? We had John Hutton, and we had James in also earlier on. Thank you all very much, folks, for commenting, for coming in, being a part of the stream. Thank you very, very much, everybody. It has been a time. Thank you so much for joining me, and we will see you next week in Saudi Arabia for Wheel to Wheel Season 5, Week 2. I want to give a shout to my new team that I am back playing GAA after 25 years. Played my first game this week. Let's go St. Peter's in Dunboyne. Thank you very much. Dads and lads. I'm one of the lads, not the dads. You can tell. Youthful look about me. But yeah, that is week 1 in the bag. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you all so much for being a part of everything that's gone before for those who are here. Thank you to all the new guys, but also thank you for 250 videos. Wouldn't be doing it if there wasn't a reason to do it. I do this for the lads in Wheel to Wheel, and I do it for you guys. Thank you all so much. Give us a like, a subscribe, and all that good stuff. And we will see you 9:45 next week. We may have some surprises for you then too. Take it easy, folks. We will see you then.